This is what you saved your lunch money for. To the green here on the final night of Indiana Sprint Week. Neal going to race off into turns 1 and 2. Briggs Danner going to take off like a shot onto the back straightaway. Dussel going on for second on back here as they work through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Kevin Thomas Jr. He's going to clip a couple of them here as they work around to the front straightaway. Quickly by the 12 of Ballou, the 6 of Calderwood, going to work on the 19 AZ of Mitchell Moles now as they work onto the back straightaway. Calderwood fighting back to his outside. The 6 up the racetrack, the 3 are down to the bottom. Advantage will be to Kevin Thomas Jr. Battle among the top 5 continues to be for that third spot, though. Kevin Thomas with a run around to the front straightaway pulls up even with the 19 of Mitchell Moles. Now down to the bottom at turns 1 and 2, has the run and the advantage. They work onto the far side of the racetrack. So 3 are up into the third spot here. Briggs Danner leads the way, but Jaden Rogers in quick pursuit of that number 39. Trying to close quick here as they move up into traffic and put himself into position. Working right around the bottom side of the racetrack. The 5 has been working the middle bottom. He's going to go to the high side. Turns her, burns her onto the back straightaway, but not quick enough. Here comes Kevin Thomas, masterful at this facility. Works to the inside up to the second spot, looking for the race lead. They're nearly 3 wide. Kevin Thomas takes advantage of traffic, and he'll come around to lead the way. Danner held up behind a slower car, opened the door for the Inferno Armor number 3 as Kevin Thomas Jr. leads now into turns 3 and 4, coming around to click off lap number 12. Rogers still trying to get around the 39 of Danner. Now the battle for the second spot, still unable to. Works the inside. Can't get the run on Danner onto the back straightaway. Clean racetrack for a moment here as Kevin Thomas back into traffic here in just a minute. Around the bottom, held up by the slower car a little bit now. The 5 able to clear onto the back straightaway. Not for long. Here comes the 39 of Danner. Switches lines down to the bottom of 3. Brings it wide into turn number 4. Smooth line this time for Jaden Rogers, though. He's going to take over second. Takes her up the racetrack at the exit of turn number 2. Jaden Rogers not able to work to the inside and take advantage, but Briggs Danner is going to shoot to the inside. Sweeps across the racetrack, trying to hold on to second. Can't do it. Slips it back to third. Jaden Rogers holds on to the runner-up spot, but here comes Robert Ballou. Tries to work to the inside, not able to get there. Briggs Danner going to run that thing to the top side as hard as he can here through turns 3 and 4. Robert Ballou in the meantime sweeps up the racetrack, right into the tire tracks of the 39 as he is glued to Jaden Rogers. Back bumper down the front straightaway. Ooh, Robert just about over-rotates her a little bit. Loses some ground to that battle for the second spot. In the meantime, Kevin Thomas Jr. going to set the cruise control and run away. 1.661 seconds to the good. As we have 18 laps in the books, 12 remain. Robert Ballou trying to make up that little bit of lost time here as he rides in that 4th spot. Mitchell Moles in 5th, but he's got company. He's got the Avante windows and doors over 3P and the Kurt Breckers over 21. Going to set sights on him. Now Ballou with a run to the back straightaway. Tries to take the 3rd spot from Briggs Danner. Danner working back to the top shelf. The 12 around the bottom, up through the middle. He's going to take the line away from Danner onto the front straightaway. Now throws her down to the bottom side of turns 1 and 2. Rogers a better run onto the back straightaway. Holds on to that second position. Traffic about to become a factor once again for your leader. Briggs Danner in 4th. They make their way into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Ballou around the inside, trying for second. Couldn't get there quick enough. Kevin Thomas Jr. in the meantime puts her back in high gear and takes off. Ballou now with a run to the inside. Takes over the runner-up spot here in 12. Leaves the 5 and the 39 to duke it out with the 3rd spot here as they work down the front straightaway. In the meantime, Logan Seavey in the 57 going after the 6th spot here. They'll race off into turns 3 and 4. Kevin Thomas entering low, swinging wide, likewise for the 12. Logan Seavey trying to utilize the restart here in the 57. He takes over the 5th spot. He works on to the back straightaway, going to work in the 19. Those two side by side around to the near side of the racetrack. The 21 AZ of CJ Leary chasing both of them. At the line, Moles. He's going to try to hold it here. The 57 back to his inside. The 39 of Briggs Danner directly ahead of them. Slide up the racetrack by the 19 on the 39. Danner turns back to his inside. Good fight going on right now for the 4th, 5th, and 6th positions. As they'll come around this time to 3 to go. Caution to the NOS Energy Star Cam. 2 to go. Game on. Jaden Rogers in the 5 into the mix. Going to go for second. He's got it. Logan Seavey's going to swing by in the 57. The Abacus racer number 57 takes over second. Now they're stacked up coming to the white. Look out. Caution continues to plague this one. It looks like 4:65 at 5 p.m. They work off of turn number 4. 2 to go. Seavey going to take it wide and shoot to the middle. Both drivers bolt onto the back straightaway. Off into turns 3 and 4. White flag comes once again. Kevin Thomas Jr. into turns 1 and 2. Logan Seavey moving his line down along the bottom. Not able to keep pace onto the back straightaway. Final 2 turns here at Tri-State. And for the 3rd time in his career, he is champion of Indiana Sprint Week. Kevin Thomas Jr. wins the finale. Logan Seavey in 2nd, Jaden Rogers in 3rd.